And there's one movie in the lineup that's already generating major Oscar buzz. Roe and the Stardust is a story about hope, love, and acceptance told through 3 generations of Latina women. Take a look.
I didn't want to work in a factory all my life.
She's not an astronaut.
I never said that she was an astronaut. I said that she wanted to be an astronaut.
Well, she's not going to be.
Just believe that she is who she says that she is.
So the movie wasn't only written and directed by one of New York's very own, Eunice Levi's. It also stars one of New York's very own, Elvis Nolasco. And they are joining us this morning to share more about this project, which really hits very close to home for both of them. So good morning, Eunice and Elvis. Great to see you.
Morning.
Morning. Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Wow, I mean, Oscar buzz already. This is crazy. So Eunice, Roe and the Stardust is a short film, right, that combines sci-fi, fantasy, and family relationships. That's kind of not the most common combination.
Yes.
How did you come up with this? And tell us a little bit about the film.
Sure. So actually, I wrote the film as part of an incubator that I was included in, a Nalip and Netflix incubator for women of color.
Okay.
And I wanted to tell the story of a multi-generational story of women that work with their hands, that were into STEM, that really explored beyond our relationship, explored them doing things that we don't normally see.
Oh.
Okay, it sounds amazing. We got to check it out. But Elvis, what drew you to want to actually be part of this? What about the story resonated with you?
Everything about the story, 3 generation of Dominican women, as a fellow Afro-Dominicano, you know, born and raised here in the city of New York, and meeting Eunice Levi's and seeing how these stories that she wanted to tell. As a producer, I wanted to come on board, and I wanted to make sure that those dreams and that we able to tell this story of this amazing character who is just like very much connected to my own mother, in the sense of someone who came to this country to raise a family, to do the best that they can for their family, but put their dreams on hold, you know, to raise a family, work in a factory. So the connection to what Eunice had written and my own experience growing up here in the city of New York was something that I was like, you know, I need to get behind this amazing talent, and I need to get behind this story so I can make sure that it gets told.
Amazing.
And the stories are really resonating with people. I mean, yeah, it's sci-fi, which people are very interested in, but it's really kind of tugging at the heartstrings of the people that are seeing this already.
Yes, I'm really excited about that. I think that the intention was to ground the story and kind of explore what end of life is like. A person who is at their end of life is still a person.
Yeah.
Their dreams and their aspirations and all of the things that they want to do still exist because they're still a person. So your vessel dying has nothing to do with yourself. And I really wanted to hone in on that. And I also wanted to play around with the idea that we belong everywhere, right? So these 3 Afro-Latinas, I put them on a different planet. And we are still, you know, really focused on just human emotion and just our nature versus nurture and everything that happens, you know, to us. I think that just going back to what Elvis was talking about with his mom, it was really difficult to find actually 3 actresses to fit these roles, particularly the mother, because an Afro-Dominicana, that actress is really difficult. From 75 to 80 is really difficult to find. And so we discovered her through Elvis, his mother.
Get out!
Yeah.
It's your actual mother.
It's my actual mother.
Wow.
So it's just interesting how everything just fell into place, because literally we just couldn't find this actress around that age gap to be able to portray this role. And then the fact that my mother worked in factories all her life, you know, when she came to this country in the 60s, and raised 3 boys, and, you know, had so many of her own dreams put on hold. It was just something that, it was just a synergy.
Oh my goodness.
And something that just, came together really beautiful.
She didn't have to act it, she lived it.
Yeah, I was going to say, my question was going to be about peeling back the onion of your own personal experience and bringing it to the film, but it doesn't get more personal than your mother being in the film as well. But let's talk about Oscar buzz, Oscar contention. Those are announced in January. Okay, so we got a little more time. So between now and then, how can people see the film?
Yes. So we have an upcoming screening at Stewart Cinema in Brooklyn.
Okay.
We have just wrapped up our festival run. So what we'd like people to do is follow us on row_stardust on Instagram and follow our journey. We will be sharing the film and hopefully also putting together a virtual screening. And just follow
Yeah,
our
we
journey.
just need like all communities, you know, from New York across to 50 states, you know, to Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. We just need folks who really just, you know, go onto our Instagram and follow us, and we're going to give you updates as far as when we're doing the live screening and also the virtual screening, because we just need to get the word out there and just build our algorithm, you know.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on
love it.
the success of the film so far.
so much.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right.
And can you give them again the Instagram?
Row_stardust.
Perfect. And we're going to link it on our website, too,
Awesome.
7.com. Okay, thank you
Thank
both.
you so much,
Eunice,
guys. I
Elvis.
really appreciate this.
And
Thank
as she
you.
mentioned, tickets are still available for the Dominican Film Festival, which is taking place at the Regal Cinemas on West 42nd Street through tomorrow night.
Very nice.